What's up guys, this is GDASfifa and welcome to yet another episode of the Batroad to Valencia. We start this episode by looking at a checklist, as I'm doing right now, because we've got a new addition to the checklist. It's a transferred player called Medran, a silver center midfield transferred from Real Madrid. I actually wanted to buy him straight away in this episode, but unfortunately his price is unstable. I was looking at him before recording the episode and his price was, I think, 600 coins, very nice, but at the moment of actual recording there were only like two of him on the market, both of them going for over 1000 coins, so I decided to abandon him, but we'll be buying him in the near future. So now, as we proceed into the episode, I can show you that I played the offline cup final to gain some fitness. As you can see, of course, I won it, and that means we received a gold gift pack. But before we opened it, I had to make sure I had my coin reward boosts. Fortunately, we still had the 1000 coin boosts, so we applied them and then proceeded to quickly open the pack. It's just 4 items, there couldn't be anything special here, and there wasn't, but a contract is a contract is a contract. And as you can also see here, I checked out my transfer list, and on the transfer list I didn't have a lot of items anymore, so I decided to do some bronze pack method. It can be profitable for you, it can be, you know, like meh, it can give you no return, no major return, but you are very unlikely to lose any money on the bronze pack method. As you can see, we got a league-owned player. I hope some of those players that we got here will sell for at least for the 200 coins that we list them for. You also get some fitnesses when you stumble on a squad fitness or like a decent rare player. You will be granted some nice coin boosts, and of course I'm keeping some of those MLS players, as MLS team of the season isn't live yet. So that's why I'm storing some of the MLS players. English players usually sell, the Arabian players usually sell, some cool badges, some cool items, cool balls, all of that usually sells sooner or later. So you just see me here. At the moment, fitness cards are more valuable than ever. 250 coins for that fitness card. And some cool kits, like for example that one with the sheep, or some Korean ones, some Arabian ones. They usually sell. So what I wanted to talk to you about, guys, is the Division 8 run that I'm in. When you see me open the packs in the background, I don't get anything special in those packs, unfortunately. But the Division 8 run, which is starting to get more problematic, as you will see later in the episode, because the players that we are coming up against are better, and because we're doing a road to glory, we have a worse team than many players who basically can afford a better team definitely at this point of the game. And so in the lower divisions, you see either players who just started playing, or players who, for example, relegated themselves to gain some coinage, and those are the very difficult players to play against. I don't mind playing against good people, you know. I like the challenge, I'm up for it, but it is tough for a Road to Glory account because, of course, we want to win the divisions, we want to go for the highest coin rewards to be able to buy some players. Soon we will have to start buying more expensive players, and I mean, for example, the Man of the Match Mina, the Inform Gomez, for example. We still have a bit of players to do that. I can actually, just looking at a checklist, we've got some gold players here, some upgrades, some transfer players from the winter transfer market. But other than that, there are not many like super cheap players that we are left with, and we have to do basically everything to make as many coins as possible. That's why I'm doing this bronze pack method as well. So as you can see on your screen right now, I also decided to give myself a reward for winning the Division 9. It is the Estadio Mestalla, the Stadium of Valencia, and it will be, of course, our home stadium right now. And the only transfer of this, the only signing of this episode will be Enzo Perez. As I told you in the introduction, I wanted to buy Medran straight away. I couldn't, so I found a freshly packed Perez for 1.7k, and he will now get a check mark on the checklist. I'm Batman. Okay, so now let's move to the actual team where we need to introduce our Enzo Perez, change the formation. I am ultimately going for a 4-3-2-1 formation, but right now it's kinda impossible. I'm waiting for the right wings, of course, not to lose any money stupidly on position changers. And the other thing is, I need to find a formation that suits me better. For now, I went with a 4-3-3-2, as we've got a 1 CDM, 2 center midfielders in Perez and Villalba, and that won't change. We won't have 2 CDMs anytime soon, so I think that's a formation that suits me for now. But I would like to go to a 4-1-2-1-2 because I really enjoyed playing with it. And when we buy Rodrigo, we will have 2 strikers, one more pacey, one more clinical, so that's what I am waiting for. As you could see, also I gave Perez his kit number, and that's my first opponent. He's got some transferred players from the Bundesliga. I can see he's going for a Bundesliga team. This was an easy opponent, even though he scored the first goal very early. I gave the ball to Santos to Barragan, but the pass wasn't very good. He took a ball with Lacazette, passed it to Xabi Alonso, who had a very nice strike, and in the 5th minute he was up 1-0. But then we bounced back quite easily. In the 9th minute, as you can see, Enzo Perez taking over the ball, passing it to Negredo with an even better shot, an absolutely stunning goal, and it was 1-1 already. Then, before the half-time, I had a chance once again with Enzo Perez. Perez passes the ball to Robert. Robert with a few ball rolls, I think. Yeah. And then he starts to shoot, and somehow the ball falls back. I think of the ass of the defender, but the goal was counted for Robert. And in the 61st minute, I had a ball with Danilo, who made this brilliant pass to Robert, who gets another goal. And it is 3-1, that's how the game ended. I was absolutely dominant, so it was a pleasure to play for me. As you can see, 14 shots, 57% possession, very nice. And then we had another opponent, and I can already tell you that that guy obliterated me with his amazing team, with Aubameyang, etc. I scored the first goal, his goalkeeper made a mistake, I took a ball with Negredo, he shoots, he scores, 4th minute, but then things just went downwards. He had a ball with Aubameyang, who was an absolute menace for me. I couldn't stop him for the life of me, and he scored a very nice goal in the 13th minute. Then he had a chance with Xabi Alonso. That goal was actually much cheaper. The ball somehow bounced back. He took it with Gustavo. He took a shot. Unfortunately, Joel is just hopeless, so I just hope to survive with him through the division. We managed to equalize it. Another beautiful ball to Perez. Perez sees Cheryshev, who gets his first goal for the team, and it's 2-2. But before the halftime, I made a horrible mistake. Passed the ball to Aubameyang with my goalkeeper, which basically broke me this goal. I tried to make some changes during halftime, bring in Griezmann and bring in Mirallas for Negredo and Villalba. Because, well, I thought maybe... I thought I'm still in the game, you know. I was losing 3-2, but I had it was half-time. I had some chances, so, you know, everything was to play for, but unfortunately in the 51st minute I considered a penalty. I still think I didn't touch him there, but it was a penalty nevertheless. Santos got a red card, and at this point the game became more one-sided. He took a ball with Shirley and scored. After that, I managed to pull one back. I had a ball with Ruiz, who went this amazing run, even though he's a very, very mediocre silver left back that will be substituted in the next episode. But after a shot, the ball bounced back to Mirallas, who scored for 4-3. But then a counter-attack, a ball to Aubameyang. I was absolutely hopeless. There was nothing I can do here. So it was 3-5. I was still fighting, but in the 85th minute, he got a very, very cheap goal. I don't know what my defense was doing here. I don't know what my goalkeeper was doing here. Of course, he had more chances, especially after I got the red card. But the game finished 6-3, and that will be the end of the episode. As you can see, I don't have any more contracts of Barragan. I've got one more on Salva Ruiz, so those will be the two players who I will be replacing, of course, Barragan for a short period of time for Cancelo. I will have to play a fitness game to get rid of that red card on Santos, which is not a very cool thing to do. And then we'll, of course, give a contract card to Negredo. I won't give up on him so quickly. That's gonna be the end of the episode, guys. I hope to see you soon. And Fantasy Premier League is coming back, so those of you who watched it, hope you guys are excited. If you are, smash the like button, click on the subscribe button if you are new. I will see you soon with another Batroad to Valencia. Bye!